What's up guys? So today we're gonna learn how to solve simultaneous equations using the Casio fx-991MS. So let's say we have two sets of equations with two unknowns. So it can be something like 4x plus 5y equals 0 and 3x plus 2y equals 9. So our two unknowns are x, forgive me, and also y. So these are our two unknowns. So we're gonna solve for this using the calculator. So what you're gonna do is press mode 3 times until you reach equation, and then you select the equation. And in our case, we have two unknowns, x and y. So we're gonna just press 2. So a1 is the value of the first coefficient of the first unknown, which is 4. So I'm going to type in 4. And b1 is the value of coefficient of the second unknown in the first equation, which is 5. And c1 is the value of the term on the right hand side, which is 0. So similarly, a2, anything which has the subscript 2, is the coefficient in the second equation. So in the second equation, we have a2 is 3 and b2 is 2 and c2 is 9. So you get the value of x as 6.4 and the value of y as, you just have to scroll down and you get y is minus 5.1. So you can try this even when you have 3 equations and 3 unknowns. Another way to do it is the matrix method, but you can also use the calculator just to input the values directly and do it. You can also check if this is the correct value by going to mode, and you can just type, you can use the values. So I'm going to put 4 multiplied by 6.4. So I'm using the first equation. I'm going to input these values and check if it's the correct one. So 4 into 6.4 plus 5 into minus 5.1. Alright, so this is our left hand side of our first equation, and it gives 0.1, which is approximately equal to 0. So these are not proper equations, but then again, your calculator is going to round up to the nearest value. So let's see in the second equation. So we have 3 into the value of x we got is 6.4 plus 2 into the value of y we got it as 5.1. We're supposed to get 9, and we do get an exact 9. So we do get an exact match on the second equation, second set, but not an exact match on the first one. We're supposed to get 0, but we get 0.1, which is close to 0. So that is how you solve for simultaneous equations. Another way to solve it is the matrix method. So you can stay tuned, and I'm going to probably do a video on that as well. But if it's just two sets of equations with two unknowns, you can input them directly into the calculator and find their values. So once again, the way to do it is press mode 3 times, select equation, put the number of unknowns as 2 or 3 depending on the number of unknowns, and then input the coefficients, and then you get the value. Thank you.